unlimited fans, it is time to be the bane of all existence in space. It is time to soar with the mightiest pilot, once of the Republic, but now of the Empire, Darth Vader Yellow. Yes, a very strong contender in the meta right now, thanks to Vader's ability just to be TIE Swarm. That is all this deck really is. It is TIE Swarm. You're going to basically bring out guys that basically come out that are non-tokens and swing with them so that Vader can generate a bunch of tokens. And then we basically don't really play the ground. Who cares about the ground? Our opponent needs to figure out how to protect themselves in space. And of course, being yellow means we get a lot of good yellow control cards as well. So, let's check out the leader, the deck, and then go to Karabas and see how well we do. Vader, on his unawakened side, is action. Tap, as I stated, when you attack with a non-token vehicle unit, create a TIE Fighter token. TIE Fighters are 1/1s. And then, epic action, if you control 6 or more resources, choose one. Deploy this leader, which deploys as a vanilla 5/5, or you can attach him as an upgrade to a vehicle. Now, this again is one of the pilots that can be removed from abilities like Confiscate, Disabling Fang Fighter, Power Failure, anything like that can remove Vader off of the pilot and cause it to become basically go back to the epic action area or your leader area. It also can be affected by eject as well. Not many people play eject much these days anymore, but still can be affected by it. So anyways, with that said, when he attaches to a vehicle, he is a +5/+5 upgrade, and he creates 2 TIE Fighter tokens. Since we are yellow, choose any yellow base you want. There's no yellow Death Star base just yet, so I can't imagine the New Hope Vader, but you know, he does cut off Luke's arm in Cloud City, so we're just going to go Administrator Tower in Cloud City. For our deck, we have Triple Bazine, which again, play look at our opponent's hand. You may discard a card from it. If you do, then your opponent draws one. We do have the Smuggle for Cunning and Villainy. Then our only other ground unit, which typically will be attaching as an upgrade, is Victor Wingman Victor 2, piloting for 1 command and villainy. When played as an upgrade, just create a TIE Fighter token. For space, the vast majority of this deck, like I said, we don't really care about the ground. The ground just exists. We have triple First Order TIE Fighter, basically while you control a token unit, this unit gains raid 1. We have double Mining Guild TIE Fighter on attack, pay to draw a card. Double Republic Y-Wing. Double Original Old Vanilla TIE Fighter. Triple Mercenary Gunship action, pay 4, take control of this unit. Any player may use this ability. Double Death Space Skirmisher, when played you control another space unit, exhaust a unit. Double Eager Escort Fighter. Triple Lurking TIE Phantom, raid 2, and once again this unit can't be captured, damaged, or defeated by enemy card abilities. Triple Sanctuary Shuttle, that if we get the coordinate off, which is pretty easy in this deck, especially if you're swarming, when played this unit captures an enemy non-leader unit that costs 3 or less. 3/7 Fleet Defender comes in with a shield. Triple Victor Leader, Darth Vader's personal TIE Fighter. Each other friendly space unit gets a +1/+1. So really good to just put that out and immediately just make your opponent hate their life. Even better, Clone Combat Squadron. This unit gets a +1/+1 for each other friendly space unit. So basically, since this deck swarms a lot of TIE Fighters, congratulations, this thing can get out of hand, especially if you attach a Vader to it. And then we have triple Geonosis Patrol Fighter Exploit 2, which again is not bad in this deck because we do have TIE Fighters which you can exploit. So exploit means that you can defeat. Play this card, defeat up to 2 units you control. It costs 2 less for each unit played this way, so you can basically play out for 1 if we kill off a couple TIE tokens. When played, you may return a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less to its owner's hand. For our events, triple No Good to Be Dead to freeze a unit they can't ready that round, even including during the regrouping phase. Double Surprise Strike to give attack with a unit, gets that +3/+0. Triple Double Waylay to bounce anything that's not a leader back to our opponent's hand. And then triple Overwhelming Barrage to give a +2/+2 to a unit and then basically just do damage divided. A great combination to do with this is put it on your Clone Combat Squadron, because then the Clone Combat Squadron becomes a massive beat stick. Because it's already going to be a massive beat stick thanks to that +1/+1, and also give it the barrage and it's even bigger beat stick. That is our Vader Yellow. Let's take it to Karabas and see how well we do. Well, it is time for a mirror match. Alright, mirror match of Vader Blue versus Vader Yellow. Which Vader is the best Vader? We'll have to find out. Wow, this isn't too bad. We're going to keep. We'll put away this. The shuttle might actually come in handy to actually deal with this matchup. And we'll do Victor Leader. Yeah, I think the shuttle will actually come in handy for this matchup here. Because we can drop the shuttle and steal like a Victor Leader or anything like that. So, yeah, that definitely is going to come handy in a mirror match here where we're both basically playing in space. It's going to be interesting. This is basically just a space shootout. If I've ever seen one. We'll claim the initiative. No point in doing anything else. Okay, so a droid starfighter and a TIE fighter. Again, Darth Vader doesn't care as long as you swing with a fighter, as long as you swing with a non-token vehicle. You could even swing with a ground vehicle, and Vader triggers as well. Let's go this into this. Oh, right. I should have actually swung into the droid. Oh, well. Nothing you can do about that. Iden Verso to get yourself a shield, huh? Vader to make a TIE fighter. Swinging. Victor Leader. We claim. And basically I just take that guy away. Let's put the Mining Guild TIE away because we can use multiple sanctioned shuttles. Let's steal immediately that. That drops the Iden off as well, which is pretty nice. We don't have to worry about the Iden being a nuisance. I really like the clone cohort bomber right now. I think if we could draw that next, I would drop it 100%. But again, we still have another shuttle we can drop on his head as well. So need be, we could drop another shuttle and basically have that to be useful as well. Nonetheless, we haven't taken much damage. Our opponent really needs to think about what they're doing. I think that's why I like the yellow better. The shuttle actually is pretty nasty when you really think about it. Swing there, deal 2 damage. Now give me another TIE Fighter token, by the way. Opponent's going to use Wingman Victor 2. Oh, he's going to put him on the ground. Okay, we'll knock out the TIE Fighter because there's not really a point of leaving it. I would have thought he would have attached it to the TIE Fighter, at least maybe make sure I couldn't just like smash out his TIE Fighter. Wingman Victor 2, Lurking TIE Phantom. I'm going to put a Victor Leader away. Again, it's a unique unit, so we can only ever have one Victor unit leader out. And right now, I mean, I literally just dropped this Lurking TIE Phantom. I mean, what is my opponent going to do? I literally attach Vader next turn to Lurking TIE Phantom, and Lurking TIE Phantom wins me the game. I mean, a unit that can't be captured, damaged, or defeated by enemy card abilities, that's also a leader unit. So I don't know how my opponent's going to literally out the Vader on the Lurking TIE Phantom unless he's literally got Confiscate in his deck. Which again, I think some decks are playing Confiscate to deal with Vader matchups because again, Vader is really right now prevalent in the meta because he is a big chonky threat to decks and stuff like that. So Victor, Wingman Victor 2, we're going to pilot Wingman Victor 2 on Victor Leader, make another TIE token because this is all just what we should do. As of right now, we're showing just the power. I mean, if our opponent literally can't control the board state, there's nothing to do. I really just don't know if like a blue Vader is really the best area instead of yellow Vader. Yellow just feels like a whole lot better as I now drop the Lurking TIE Phantom. And I mean, look at this board state. I literally attach next turn this with getting a +5/+5 and a rated 2 attached to it. I mean, this thing is just now massive. Anyways, we're going to swing. We're going to swing. We're going to swing. We're going to swing. We're going to Vader. We're going to pass. Let's do another shuttle. I think we have one. I think one's enough on the board. There's nothing to steal. What am I going to steal? Victor 2? Wingman Victor 2? Is that what I'm going to steal? Wingman Victor 2 is that what I plan to take from my opponent and hide under my shuttle? Anyways, we got Whaley. I guess this deck does have like Avenger, so I mean you do have access to some of the big ships, but typically you don't want to get into that like high level turn of like summoning out big ships. It's not what you want to do in Vader. You want to swarm like what I'm doing and have about 10,000 bodies. The one problem is, like I said, if you if your opponent is controlling the entirety of your board state, like I am, right now he needs to swing into this Lurking TIE Phantom. This Lurking TIE Phantom stands. I swing Vader, attach Vader to it. I'm just going to Overwhelming Barrage, clean up the board, and basically, yeah, you just basically gave me what you need. Now, there wasn't really much they could do here. Here, attach that to that, make more TIE tokens. We could exploit, funny enough, out of Geonosis Patroller. So he's going to swing that. He's going to look at the 2. I would have attached Vader. Why didn't you attach Vader to Inferno Floor and then swung over? Or attached Vader to the TIE Fighter or done something like that? That makes absolutely no sense. I mean, look at that. I mean, I literally dealt 10 damage. That's as easy as it comes. Well, folks, it's as easy as that. When your opponent can't control your space and then you start going off with Vader, there's not much your opponent can really do. And in that blue matchup, blue Vader, which I think, truth be told, if you're going to play Vader, play yellow. I think yellow really is the best color right now for Vader because we get like TIE Phantoms, you get like the Nightingale TIE to draw, you get the Skirmisher to rest stuff down. The Patrol Fighter isn't half bad to spin stuff back. I mean, you get No Good to Me Dead, Strike True, Whaley. I mean, if you really wanted to do something like Frozen and Carbonite, you could do that as well. So, I mean, you could do all of that, which is pretty nice overall. But if you let this deck go off and you can't control its non-token vehicles, this deck goes off, this deck goes hard, and basically you're just on a catch-up game at that point, just trying to sustain the damage that's coming in on you. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on Vader Yellow. Have you guys tried it out? What are your thoughts on Vader Yellow? Is he the bane of your existence? There's a couple of people that play at my locals that played Vader. One plays Vader Red and one plays Vader Yellow. Both are still very annoying no matter the color. I think Red has as much a good chance as Yellow does. I know Blue has all the control stuff, but typically that's not what you really want to be doing in this. You don't want to play control, and that's what Vigilance gives you. You really don't want to play control. You want to play aggro in this strategy. That's why Yellow really doesn't have like all of these control cards. And I think Red isn't too bad either because you get like Kylo's TIE Phantom, Kylo's TIE Silencer. You get like stuff like that. You do get like Daring Raid. You do get like Open Fire. So you do get some good control cards. But again, this deck isn't about control. It's about being able to aggro your opponent to death by summoning TIE Fighter tokens en masse. So that's what this deck does. That's what it's supposed to do. And, you know, we just saw it right there. Even in the mirror match, if your opponent can't literally see a way to get TIE Fighter tokens going, they literally just can't do anything about it. But yeah, let me know all that down in the comments on the deck, the gameplay on our opponent's deck. Which Vader do you think is better? Blue, yellow, red, double green Vader? Never seen it before, but I personally think the yellow is the best. Personally. But yeah, let me know all that down in the comments. And while you're coming, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. I will see you here next time. I'm on Dragons, TCG.